Hi guys! Welcome back to Tiffany Diaries. It is the start of a new week, guys, so I hope this week has amazing things in store for you. We have had all kinds of amazing things going on in our universe, right? We have had Mercury retrogrades and eclipses and all these wonders, It's like the universe is just like saying, hello, here I am. Let me show you what I can do. And let me tell you, it has been showing out, okay? Those of you who are like, Mercury retrograde, what the heck is this girl talking about? Like, you should Google it. But basically, it's when the planet Mercury is said to be moving backwards instead of forward. And it causes all these shifts in energy for everybody. Even though you may not think that it's affecting you, it's impossible for it not to, because we are all made up of energy. So it affects you. And I have been learning so many ways in which it has affected me this month. This month has been like all over the place. It has just been, but it's also been amazing because I have learned so much. And it's super exciting, to see just how so many things can affect your mood and your state of mind and your state of being, and you're not even really being aware of what's happening. But once you are aware and knowing how to center yourself and how to just adjust to whatever is going on, if that means you need more sleep, then you're cool with getting more sleep. Like, if it means you don't need to make huge decisions right now, then you don't make huge decisions because your mind's a little groggy. Whatever. If it means you need to take more time to yourself and reflect, whatever. Like, it's really cool. Anyways, Google it. So today, what I came to talk to you guys about is, I'm just going to title it Making Your Imprint. What I'm talking about is making a permanent imprint on the world around you, or in the world around you, on the universe. So kind of the way I think about it is like this. Like, we're all make up the universe, right? But we each have like our own mini universe that consists of our family, our friends, our neighbors, people in our community, any organizations that we are a part of, right? And in this universe, what are we doing that's making a difference? What type of impact are we having on the people that are the closest to us? And it's very important, to not just exist, guys. Like, we don't want to just exist. Like, who wants to just exist? And we don't have to be famous people in order to take advantage of making a difference. And we don't have to have a lot of money. We don't have to have the best cars or the best houses or anything. We are already designed to make a difference. Like, no one is in existence to just purely exist. So, but here's the thing. How do we go about doing this, right? It's like, okay, like, yeah, I'm all about making a difference, Tiffany, but what the heck am I supposed to do, right? Well, there are a few things that we can do to make a difference in our universe and make our imprints. And there are some things we have to not do as well. One thing we really need to focus on is being grounded. Making decisions and standing firm to whatever those decisions are, right? You have to stay true to yourself and to your commitments, whatever they may be. Whether it's being a mom, whether it's your job, whether it's, whatever, president, vice president of your organization, whatever it is. There needs to be some form of commitment, and you need to be able to stick to it. Now, everyone's level of commitment is different, okay, guys? But it doesn't matter as long as there is a commitment. Everyone everyone doesn't have regular jobs. Everyone, doesn't have children. So, but everyone has something that they need to be committed to in order to make an impact. So you need to be able to stand firm to whatever that is and own it and be it and embrace it, and not just do it out of obligation, but do it with your heart, right? Like, everything starts from within. Everything that we put out starts from what's in here. And we want to be genuine. So being genuine is something you can only do from within, right? So being genuine and sticking to what it is that you've chosen to do, staying grounded. In order to stay grounded, we have to also be able to sometimes say no. And it doesn't mean that you're not kind. No, it means that you've chosen your stand and you are sticking to your commitments. And anything that deters you from that commitment, you have to know when to say, nah, can't do that. Can't do that today. Can't do that at all. Whatever it is. Because it goes against what you have already put in place for yourself to do. And that's okay. And if people don't understand it, that's okay too. And you have to realize there are no small parts, right? There are no small parts. I know we hear that all the time. It's like, no, but seriously, there are no small parts. Every nail in a house is important, right? It is. Every part of a car is important. They all have their own functionality. And if they cannot function, then something's going to go wrong somewhere. And it may not happen today, and it may not happen tomorrow, but eventually it's going to happen. It will just slowly start to run down. That's just how it works. And it's the same way with our bodies. It's the same way with anything that we do. So we are not small parts. We're not. So you don't need to be rich, guys. You don't need to be celebrities. You are still valuable and you can still make a difference. Let's see. Another thing is growth. I'm done growing, guys. I'm barely 5'2", so I don't mean growth as in your height. I mean growth as in your mental state, your mental capacity, your spiritual capacity, your spiritual state. It's not just about seeing with your eyes, okay? It's not about seeing just with your eyes. It's about opening your mind and expanding your mind so that things are just popping out everywhere and synapses are going off and you're just like, yeah, I know. I don't know what that sound effect was, but you get the idea where you're like, so many things are like going on in your mind and you're expanding your mind and you're opening your world up and you realize that there's something bigger and there's something greater than what you've always thought. Like, you should always be growing. Always. Your mind should always be expanding. Because if you're not, you're staying in a constant state. And even if you're moving, you will always be in the same place. Let me say that again. If your mind is not expanding and your mind is not opening and you are not gaining more wisdom, you are never moving. You are always staying still. Sad. I look around and I see so many people comfortable with whatever they were taught when they were children. Comfortable with whatever someone told them years ago. No proof. Nothing. Just completely content with whatever. They don't research it. They don't study it. They don't check it to see if it's true. No. They just build their lives around something that's false. And then they never know that they've been living this idea of bondage that has kept them from truly exploring who they really are. And it's saddening, guys. And I'm seeing that so much. And I I just want to help people to realize that there's so much more than what we see with our eyes. We got to open our minds, open our spirits, like, and really, truly embrace the we that we're supposed to be. Like, the you who you're supposed to be. We're not supposed to just be stressed and frustrated and overworked and underpaid. We're not supposed to be those things. We're not supposed to be just these balls of like anxiety, and so many people are anxious and fearful these days. And mostly it's because of the lack of knowledge. It's mostly because of lack of knowledge. But the more you know, the more you can help someone else. And the bigger difference you can make. Therefore, the bigger mark and the bigger imprint you can make in the lives of those around you and in your universe. And you don't ever know how that's going to start. Like, it could start with just your universe and then impact another person's universe, and then another person, and then another person. And before you know it, you could be this person that is changing thousands or millions of lives. But you gotta start somewhere. So I encourage you this week to do something different. Open your mind to something new. Read something new. Watch something new on YouTube. Learn something. Google something that is outside of your normal beliefs. Like, or outside of what you know. And if there's something you've always been curious about, like, research it. Just expand your mind on something. Don't just exist. Don't just be here. Like, make your mark. It's your time, guys. It's now or never. Mwah. Have a good night.